My name is Maria. I'm the representative of the Faculty of International Relations of Ivan Franko National University of Lviv. And what we have to say, actually, the idea of presentation was about the subnational factor. Thus, what we have planned, we will put it out, and we are actually hoping that you would like it. The steady development of the Ukrainian state has been hindered by the country's weak institutional framework. One of the reasons for this is that the highly centralized public institutions are not able to perform efficiently and effectively their responsibilities. We should point out that despite his previous rhetoric, the outset President Yanukovych and his party built the rigid centralized hierarchy by subordinating the whole country to one man. The results of his criminal activities we can witness now. Before going into details, we must say that we firmly condemn all extremist activities that undermine the territorial integrity of Ukraine. We also condemn the use of regions by political forces to gain the power in Kyiv, and we denounce the attempts of external forces to blackmail our country. It should be underscored that the overwhelming majority of Ukrainian citizens do not see any valid reason for disintegration of our country. At the same time, we should recognize that the subnational factor became the formative aspect of the Ukrainian state-building process and cannot be overlooked anymore. In fact, we do support the idea of decentralization promoted by the current government, and the empowerment of the regional and local governments as a prescription for addressing multiple inefficiencies. However, the main risk is still the same. Instead of functioning regional and local authorities, we could witness that decentralization of corruption, bribery, clientelism from Kyiv to the regional and local levels. This can destroy public trust in the self-government in general. Therefore, we should understand that the decentralization is not the panacea and does not guarantee any subnational improvement. Thus, everything possible should be done in order to create efficient mechanisms to facilitate the transparency, public control, and accountability of the regional and local authorities. In this case, a lot can be learned from the American experience, as what is particularly striking in Ukraine is that there is a lack of channels through which regional and local communities can influence and control the decision-making process at the regional and local levels. Thus, accurate, unbiased, and comprehensive knowledge on that subject would be a valuable contribution to the consolidation and modernization of our country. That is why we firmly believe that the United States should be more present outside the capital and adopt a more proactive policy towards Ukrainian regions, towns, and villages. Unfortunately, even now, virtually all events supported by the United States are held in Kyiv, while the majority of Ukraine is simply disregarded. We do realize that the federal government in Washington, D.C. and our Ukrainian government are overloaded with numerous tasks. Thus, we urge our American friends to engage more actively the U.S. states, U.S. cities, the towns, the counties, all American citizens to start a variety of the partnerships with the Ukrainian counterparts in order to develop and enhance their civic engagements. The fact that today the representatives, well, at least what we try to do, the representatives of several universities in Ukraine and several universities in US try to put something up together is a very encouraging sign indeed. Moreover, the formation of bilateral relations between the US and Ukrainian universities would significantly contribute to the further modernization of the higher education in Ukraine, to which actually we sincerely hope. We do hope that all of these small steps that we suggest and that should be taken will be increased in their number further and further on, and it will contribute to rebuilding of our country, to the ideas that are actually driven so far, and to its further prosperity. Thank you.
Слава Україні!